The inclusion of semi-automated VAR offside technology within the Premier League is set to be delayed until 2025. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Welcome to another video. Yes, today's video is coming from a report from ESPN that claims the Premier League is unlikely to introduce semi-automated VAR offside technology until next year as testing of the system continues. Around about the October international break is when we were expected to see the introduction of this semi-automated offside technology be included in England's top flight division. But it seems that Premier League officials aren't exactly happy with it so far and have decided to postpone its introduction until at least 2025, if this report is to be believed. We're going to be talking about this issue, we're going to be talking about this topic of discussion, but before we get into all of that, I would like to remind you all to please like the video and also subscribe if you're new. Both things are always incredibly greatly appreciated. Get involved in the comment section, let me know your thoughts, your comments, opinions, predictions, feelings, whatever you want to call it. That'll make for great and interesting reading, I'm sure, down below in that comment section. Please do use and abuse that comment section, people. Would love to hear from you all and what you have to say on this particular issue. And once again, thank you for all of your continued support. Whether you are new, whether you are old, I really do appreciate it. Your support is absolutely amazing on this channel. So thank you all. And now that we got that out of the way, let's get on with the video. Let's talk semi-automated VAR offside technology. Like I say, several months ago, this new technology was unanimously voted in by Premier League clubs. They wanted it in. They all voted for it. And the Premier League said, okay, we'll give you what you want. We're going to put it in around about the October international break. If not the October international break, probably the November international break. Cool. We've got a date. We've got a date for when we can finally take that responsibility of judging VAR calls of offside and things like that out of the referee's hands. So, you know, there may still be a miscommunication error like there was last year with the whole Luis Diaz situation when Liverpool faced Tottenham. But the time it takes to determine whether someone's offside or not without them having to get their Microsoft Paint lines out and their protractors and their rulers and whatever other crap they have and start drawing the lines on the screen will then be a thing of the past. It will be a very quick determination of the result, and they can communicate it clearly with the on-field referee, who can then relay his decision to the players and maybe even, obviously, the fans in attendance, the managers, the coaches, and everybody else that's in the stadium. Cool. We're happy. We want this. This is what we want. As football fans, we've been crying out for it. We've been seeing this in Serie A. We've been seeing this technology in La Liga. We've been seeing this technology in a number of international tournaments, including the World Cup, including the European Championships, including the Champions League. And we were like questioning as Premier League fans, why are we so far behind? We claim to be the biggest and best league in the world, and yet we are so far behind these other leagues that we still have our referees trying to determine these decisions by drawing lines on a screen rather than just have this technology ready and waiting to go. It's a madness to me. I don't understand why it took so long for them to get to this decision, but thankfully they have. But now it appears if ESPN is telling the truth that they are delaying this until 2025. Which begs the question whether or not we should have it this season at all. If they're introducing it in 2025, shouldn't we just maybe postpone it even longer to the beginning of next season? Would it be fairer to do so that way? I think Leicester last week, I think their manager was a little bit upset about a VAR call in which he claimed that the Crystal Palace goal shouldn't have stood. Premier League have obviously rubbished those claims, but, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is in that situation. As of right now, at least. The thing I don't understand is why the delay now? The ESPN article goes on to say that the Premier League are not happy with the technology's With the technology's reliability, they don't think it's fully reliable. They are not yet confident in the technology. And I have to question, unless there's something I'm missing, which, could be. There could be something missing here that I haven't picked up on. Isn't out the realms of possibility. And I'm sure you all will be telling me in the comment section if I am. How is it not reliable when it's possibly the same technology that they use in all of those competitions that I previously mentioned? How is it good enough to be used and reliable enough to be used in Serie A, La Liga, the Champions League, the European Championships, the World Cup? And I could be wrong on this, but do they use it in women's football? I'm not 100% sure on that. Don't quote me on it. But they use it in a lot of competitions. That's my main point here. So, why? Oh, why? Oh, why? Delilah, are we waiting on these people to make the decision of whether it's reliable or not? What have we done differently to what these other nations have with this technology? I don't fully understand it. I really, really don't. I don't get what we're doing. I don't get if we've tried something, if we tried to modify it in some way. I don't know if we're using a different or more advanced sort of system. I genuinely don't know. And the article from ESPN doesn't exactly go on to state much further than that. They just go on to claim that in a Premier League shareholders meeting that occurred yesterday, the news broke that semi-automated offside technology will not be introduced until 2025. So, why is that? This means that we've got another several months of putting offside calls and time delays in the hands of English referees, Premier League referees, who we know are the worst referees in the world because they are useless and they are terrible, and I could do a better job. You could do a better job. Stevie Wonder probably could have done a better job. I just don't understand it. I don't understand why the delay is happening now. I don't understand why this wasn't something that was said much earlier, during the summer perhaps. I don't understand why we're not just using the technology that every other big tournament and every other big nation has used, because it seems to be fine when they're using it. But for whatever reason, our referees mess everything up. So, yes, I don't understand this at all. I don't understand why the delay is once again happening. We claim to be the best league in the world, and yet we can't even get our technology in order. We can't get our referees in order. We can't get our rules in order. Our PGMOL, our head of it, Howard Webb. And all of it all comes together in what has been a horrific, horrible week of talking about, dark arts of Arsenal and PGMOL, conspiracies and agendas and rule breaking and all of this stuff. And now we finish it with the icing on top of the cake. That semi-automated offside technology will not be introduced into the Premier League until at least 2025. Look, for me, that could be, obviously, 2025 could mean any time between January and December, of course. For me, they probably will now push it back until the beginning of next season at the very least, and try and be like, well, if we put it in now, it won't be fair, so we'll put it in at the beginning of the season, and that way it'll be more fair for everyone. I find it stupid. I find it ridiculous, and I want to get more clarity on the situation, in all honesty, as to why the Premier League have not seen it fit for purpose as of right now, and have not seen it as reliable enough and confident in its fit for purpose ability to, of course, implement it and introduce it into England's top flight division as of right now. I want to know more on this. I'm confused. I'm baffled, but at the end of the day, did I maybe half expect it? Probably. probably with the Premier League, they're too busy fighting legal cases and things to maybe even remember that they're doing other things. But I don't know. Like, maybe I'm just putting lots of things out there that don't maybe necessarily belong. And I'm rambling now anyway, so we're going to wrap it up there. Like I say, I don't understand it personally. I don't understand what the delay is all about. I don't understand why we're not just using the technology that Serie A uses and La Liga uses and the Champions League uses. It just seems very strange to me, especially because the reliability in those competitions has been pretty much flawless, it seems. Then maybe someone can bring up an example of where it didn't quite work out, but, you know, it's very unlikely. Let's put it that way. It reduces the risk even more so. And we're not going to get perfection. No matter what we try, perfection is never going to be achieved on anything that we implement in the game. But we can at least reduce error to the barest of minimum. And that's exactly what we're trying to do with the introduction of these kinds of things. So I'm confused as to why it's not being implemented as soon as possible. I'm confused as to why we're delaying it until 2025. But these are just the thoughts, comments, opinions, predictions, feelings, whatever you call it, of this guy. I want to know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys are thinking and feeling down below in that comment section. I'm sure it'll make for great and interesting reading. So please do get involved on what you make of this semi-automated VAR offside technology debate. Your thoughts, comments, opinions, predictions, feelings, or whatever else you say will make for great and interesting reading, I'm sure, down below. So please do get involved down there. Use and abuse that comment section, people, and talk to me on this particular topic. Otherwise, hit the like button on the way up if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you are new or want to see more content like this. Both things are always and very greatly appreciated. And as always, thank you all so much for watching and listening. I've been Fletch. This has been another Fletch Talks video. And I'll see you and speak to you all again soon in another video or live stream or whatever it may be. Cheers, guys. Thanks everyone for watching. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Speak to you all again very, very soon.